And that's dead center. Through the same hole. Here's the 100-yard marker. In this video, I'm going to cover another AGM product called the Rattler version 2 that I've been testing, and so far, I'm really impressed with it. As always, the best way to support the channel is by becoming a member of the kit page, where I link everything I talk about on the channel and provide discount codes for everything that I can. I'd also like to thank Optics Planet for being awesome. Use code Gunman7 on their site, or again, become a member of the kit page and get a bigger discount code from them there. Back to this, AGM created their original Rattler, and it was one of their flagship night hunting scopes for years until they were able to make some needed improvements, which is where the version 2 comes into play. Full disclosure, they did send both a 384 and a 640 resolution unit for free for this review, but I am only keeping one. I'm sending the other back. They did not give me any instruction on what to say other than they let me know the main differences between the version 1 and the version 2, which was good because I had never used the version 1 and I already prefer the version 2. Here's why. Some of the main upgrades from the version 1, which anybody can appreciate even if you haven't used the version 1 like myself, is the version 1 used to run on 2 CR123 batteries, which if you've used those, you know that they don't last very long. In the version 1 unit, they would go for about 4 hours before needing to be replaced, which unless you had the rechargeable versions, it got pretty expensive to keep replacing those. The version 2 now runs off of a rechargeable battery pack that lasts 9 to 11 hours, and it comes with 2 in the box, so there's no chance you're going to run out of battery, which is awesome. The battery door is really easy to get into. By just twisting this lever, the door opens and you can swap the battery from there. The version 2's focus knob has been updated to have a shorter overall travel in order to get into focus, which is nicer over the version 1, which had a more cumbersome lever with less grip and also a much longer travel. Also, the front cap on the version 2 has been upgraded to a push lever button with a spring where you can lock it open, which is nice. The overall menu on the version 2 is cleaner and really easy to navigate. I did originally think that I wouldn't be able to show that because I thought you couldn't record while the menu was up, but I was wrong. So here's a quick little run through of the menu. It's super clean and easy to use, with even more firmware updates to come later in the year. The version 2 has a better button layout in my opinion than the version 1. I love that the buttons are raised with a tactile feel. Once you memorize what they are, it's really easy to use in the dark even while wearing gloves. On top, you of course have the power button. If you hold down the camera button, you can start recording video and audio internally, and with a single press you can take a screenshot, which you can access by connecting the unit to your computer with the included USB cable or from the app. You can access the main menu by pressing and holding the button on the left, and on the other side of the raised ledge you have your mode button, which allows you to adjust which thermal mode you see. And the button on the very bottom is your digital zoom. The version 1 and the version 2 both come with an AGM mount, which AGM makes great, pretty expensive mounts, so that's cool that they include that in the box. The version 2 is a little bigger and more heavy, but I'll take that over the cons of not having any of these upgrades. The battery itself was enough for me to skip over the version 1 and want the version 2. And one of the last features to note would be on both the 384 and the 640 versions. On the version 2 model, you get the 12 micron sensor, which results in way more detail. You also get the sub 20 millikelvin detector, which allows the unit to detect smaller temperature variation, which again directly correlates to more detail. I mostly used the 640 resolution unit, but even on the 384 resolution, the clarity on both are pretty exceptional. The refresh rate of 50 Hz looked awesome. Even while panning quickly, it all seemed to keep up really well, and it didn't strain my eye at all. Very impressed with how everything looked overall. You can see here the difference in both the 384 and the 640 versions. They both look great. Sighting in the optic was just as easy as sighting in the Neath, which if you haven't watched that video, you can see me sight in another AGM optic really quick, and it's pretty much the same process for the Rattler. So what you're seeing here is you take your first shot, then depending on where that round hits, you adjust the X and the Y axis to match the impact, and in theory it should be good to go, which was my experience. It's easy as can be. You can save up to 5 different zero distances, which can all have custom reticles and color combinations. The distances can all be custom up to 1,000 yards. So I usually have a 50, 100, 200, 500, and 750 yard zero, but you can customize yours to whatever you feel like you're going to use or want. Overall, I would say this is a fantastic night hunting optic. The clarity is incredible, the detail is great, and it comes with everything you need to start shooting right out of the box. Great job to AGM for this product. I can definitely recommend it. I do want to quickly run through and show you what you get inside of the box. Of course, you're going to get the unit itself. You get 2 of these battery bricks. You'll get the charger block and the cable, the ADM mount, and the rubber eye cup. Those are all the important things. You're going to get some instruction manuals and a strap for the case and stuff, but that's not super important. I'm personally not much of an animal night hunter, but I still do think it's important to have the skills needed to be deadly in the dark, which is exactly why I train in both the light and the dark, and I'm actively seeking to obtain the products that allow me to do so. I really encourage you to train hard so you can continue to develop the skills that will make you more capable of preserving innocent life. I'm excited to share more of the videos that I'm working on, more comparison reviews, firearms, and accessories to come. I will see you in the next one.